A warm, wonderful welcome. My name is Victor Zammit. I'm a retired attorney. I've been investigating the afterlife using scientific method for over 21 years now. I've had a number of emails about Professor Richard Dawkins. Why is he wrong? Accordingly, I have some 8 reasons why Professor Richard Dawkins is absolutely wrong. Number 1, he only includes evidence from his evolution studies to support his theories. But as a lawyer, I have to include all evidence. And we have to also remember, when he talks against the afterlife, he has to tell the world where, when, how, and why the repeatable objective evidence for the afterlife cannot be right. This he hasn't done. No genius scientist has done that. Number 2, Dawkins says he's an atheist. Now, a number of people say, oh, he's the extreme form of atheist we have in this world today. But that in itself shows he does not have the skills and the competence and the ability to perceive evolution with true empirical equanimity, in a true scientific balance. As a lawyer, we have to be objective about this. He hasn't got objectivity because he is deeply entrenched in his atheism. Number 3, he is misleading everyone when he says that evolution is an argument against theism, belief in God, and against the afterlife. That is not so. That is not true. When he makes that statement, he is not speaking as a scientist or a zoologist or as an expert. He's expressing a personal view using evolution to support his subjective beliefs, his atheism. I mean, Mr. Smith next door can express the same view just as validly as Richard Dawkins. Number 4, Richard Dawkins fails to explain the law of energy. Now, this is extremely important because evolution has brought about a situation with the human species. We have the most advanced consciousness of all the species. Now, you cannot have consciousness without energy. Now, we know energy cannot be created, it cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. And on physical death, we die. You die. Right? But consciousness survives. And we have some of the most brilliant scientists who ever walked on this planet Earth saying consciousness survives. See chapter 2 and chapter 25 of my book, A Lawyer Presents the Case for the Afterlife, free to access on the internet. Right. Number 5. Richard Dawkins fails to explain the energy behind the evolutionary process. This means that if there is evolution on a continuous basis, there has to be energy behind the evolution. Now, where did that energy come from? That has to be presented in a courtroom situation because all evidence has to be examined. Number 6, Dawkins fails to explain the natural selection in relation to what I call the design intelligence in the environment. The environment which gives the heritable traits to bring about more advanced species. Now, that is important to explain. This is part of the evidence. Number 7. number of empiricists for over 100 years have been stating that evolution continues even after physical death. This means that when the physical body dies and consciousness, because it's energy and you cannot destroy energy, consciousness survives, right? Then consciousness continues to evolve. And for those who have done the research will know very, very clearly that where we go to the one particular realm and we continue to evolve. Now, number 8, this is about Dawkins explaining everything by chance. He denies it, but clearly implied in what we read, what Dawkins says, everything came by chance. The universe came by chance. The order in the universe came by chance. The gravity, which controls the universe virtually, controls the order, came by chance. What about life? He's claiming that, oh, life came by chance. And what about the energy behind evolution? What about the energy in the environment? Now, experts tell us chance does not explain anything. And if Professor Richard Dawkins is to be taken seriously, he's got to rebut all these objections I made today. Until next time, this is Victor Zammit.